the week gets bigger and bigger every day. We have an event tonight, tomorrow, and a couple more during the week. But today's article is insane. So if you please follow, let's read it. I put it on the screen. Durham preparing well laid out conspiracy charge for Russiagate. Let's hope so. Let's go to the article. I'll take me off the screen. Here we go. That's Patel. He's a high-ranking Trump administration guy. He says there's an indictment coming. Sussman was the first part. He pled not guilty to lying to the FBI, and he did get indicted. The indictment says paperwork shows Sussman billed the Clinton campaign for time spent working on the Alfa Bank matter and the meeting with the FBI. The indictment alleges Elias, another now Perkins Coie attorney, served as general counsel for the Clinton campaign, exchanged emails with the campaign manager, communications director, and foreign policy advisor about the Russia Bank allegations, and Sussman helped coordinate the dissemination. The law firm Perkins Coie has already been tied to the Russia matter. Mook, Clinton's presidential campaign manager, said in 2017 he authorized Elias to hire an outside firm. This led to the British ex-spy Christopher Steele's discredited anti-Trump dossier, comprised of allegations put together at the behest of opposition research firm Fusion GPS. Here we go. Patel helped author the 2018 memo on Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, alleging abuse during the Russia investigation, focused on the FBI's use of the Steele dossier to obtain the authority to wiretap campaign aide Carter Page. It's all in the Horowitz report of 2019. And Durham obtained a guilty plea from lawyer Kevin Kleinsmith, who admitted altering an email about the Trump campaign and evidence showing a broad conspiracy orchestrated by the Clinton team. So, they're suggesting here that Durham is zeroing in on the Clinton campaign. Well, we can't wait any longer. It's way overdue. Broad conspiracy, yes. Now, how does this implicate Jim Himes? Because Comey relied on Himes's lies, saying he had evidence. He's been saying it for 4 years now. And Himes is a gigantic liar. So, Himes is covering up the money laundering at Greenwich Global LP, whereby the NASD under Bernie Madoff stayed arbitrations for securities fraud to help Bank of America, who is Jim Himes' largest donor. When you look at the facts here, Himes is on the Intelligence Committee, sitting next to Schiff. Himes' intern was stabbed 39 times. It wasn't just a robbery, folks. The same thing happened to Seth Rich, who allegedly leaked to WikiLeaks the Clinton-Hillary emails. This is a Hillary email investigation, FBI investigation on those at the FBI. Now, Comey ran the FBI. Comey was a Republican from Connecticut who was paid $14 million by D'Alio, who works with Lamont. So when you look at what's happening here, all the signs lead to Connecticut's people sending Comey down to falsify the investigation that we are talking about. When this evidence comes out, we may see, I hope to see, that who knew what she was doing. One indictment of Sussman is the tip of the iceberg, I hope. And for them to be blaming Congressman Himes, whose office is next to OxyContin, Purdue Pharma, and UBS's Dominion voter fraud problem, in addition to Himes's office from 2 blocks from the Stephen Barrier murder, where Valerie Jadot sent letters to Blumenthal, Himes, and all our state people, including Lamont. We need to wonder why they are bribing the state's attorney while the court has been closed since March 2020. There are 31 murders that haven't moved forward, murder investigations that haven't gone to court because the court's closed. Norwalk Court is completely shut. Now, look at the things they're doing about releasing convicts, not prosecuting anyone, and now the crime rate's going up as a result. I would suggest anyone harmed by a released convict sue Ned Lamont. Ned Lamont knows that Himes falsified his delegates because he was told. He knows that Tong falsified his Democratic delegates, which is public knowledge. And for Lamont to tell Brian Merlin to lawyer up, Himes was accused of also withholding Narcan to opioid addicts that were overdosing to get an advocate for opioids to drop out of a congressional race. And meanwhile, the second congressional candidate, T.J. Elgin, was falsely arrested in his house by an anonymous phone call during the candidacy, during the election campaign. As it turns out, T.J. Elgin's attorney was Dennis Bradley, a staffer for Jim Himes, who didn't reveal his conflict of interest. And T.J. Elgin is not allowed to plead not guilty, according to the judge. I was there. The judge said, "Where's Dennis Bradley?" No, he said, "Where's Dennis?" They were on a first-name basis. So the fix is in the courtroom, and the prosecutor's office, and the police department, and the congressional office of Jim Himes taking bribes from Bank America to cover up the Bernie Madoff scandal connected to D'Alio, connected to other hedge fund managers that are priming the DNC with capital. So I would say that if you have a couple $1 million with some of these hedge funds, you need to seriously consider whether giving them your money to manage is wise. Look at Connecticut's pension that the governor's wife is managing offshore with no ethics guidelines and no reporting function. Why do we have our pension funds for our state employees being managed from the Cayman Islands by the governor's wife for undisclosed fees, probably in the millions, considering that some of these pension funds are billions and billions, and they may charge 1.5% annually to manage the money, or 2, or you don't know. So why are we paying her personal tax return costs? There's some serious fraud questions here, money laundering, racketeering questions here. And now the article that we're referencing pretty much is pointing the finger at the same congressman who's covering up the Greenwich Global fraud, which is not small. Keep in mind this. The Greenwich Global fraud, which you may not know about, dealt with the IPO of NASDAQ. Investors in the NASDAQ IPO never got their shares. Jim Himes was told. Bernie Madoff signed for the documents, signed for the literal certified mail receipts, and the stock certificates in an IPO are missing on a government, quasi-government agency. Now those warrants were struck at $13, $14, $15, and $16. That stock is at $230. Where's the stock, Jim Himes? Where's the stock? Where's the Select Therapeutics? 3 million shares missing. Where's the Paladin Labs? Where's the Virex? Where's the Alterex? Where's the Noxol? Where are the stock certificates? And why was Bank America crossing stocks at zero in bank accounts in Connecticut, purchasing the stocks for a guy named John Parent, who works for a partner working at Kelly Dry, where Judge Adams is a partner? Why weren't those subpoenas signed? Why wasn't a state investigation done? Like, why is it taking 5 years to find out why Hillary hasn't been indicted yet? And let's get back to Jim Himes' assistant that was stabbed. There's a lot of questions here that need to be answered. And leaving it up to these guys is clearly not prudent. So have a great day. I'm at 12 minutes. I appreciate. See you tonight. And I hope you come to Matt Corey's bar for Dominic Rapini's money-raising event. They're both excellent people, and they're ethical, and they need your support. Please donate. Go to WinRed, get Dominic on WinRed, and follow these campaigns. It's vitally important to Connecticut and the country. Obviously, we have a Richard Blumenthal on the judiciary, Mr. Stolen Valor himself, who lied 6 times about being a Vietnam veteran. And when he met his wife, he was 32 and she was 16. They started dating. I would never allow my 16-year-old niece to date nieces, I think I have 9 of them, to date a 32-year-old man. There's something wrong with that, folks. There's something wrong in Connecticut, and it's got to be exposed. Thank you very much. Have a great day.